Why don't you have a seat? Right there. Yeah. Please. Sit. Now, you don't want to click off this video because you'd see how that looked, right? Chris Hansen. Did I ever think that they would make a movie about Chris Hansen and To Catch a Predator?
Again, you see how this looks.
I know how it looks.
No. Not only that, I kind of completely forgot that that was ever a thing, and I did watch it almost religiously as a kid, since that's how long ago it was. A very entertaining show, which actually led to some meaningful things happening in terms of predators being caught, right? Which people did argue that it was sort of manipulation, or they're using that for views, and that's definitely true for Chris Hansen and the network. They were loving the attention that show was getting, but still, I think they were doing a service because they were still catching people that were doing things. Anyway, I'm not here to debate that whole thing. There's a movie on it. It came out of nowhere as far as I'm concerned. Robert Pattinson is playing Chris Hansen. I don't know. We got to check this thing out. The director, Lance Oppenheim, I don't know anything about him. I just quickly looked him up. Just looks like a festival darling type of guy who's made movies at festivals, Love, Sundance, South by Southwest, whatever. Someone perfectly suited for an A24 movie, basically. Let's see what we're in for, because I want to see how this looks. Why don't you like and subscribe? Right now. Yes. Please. Because if you do, let's see how that looked, right? All right, let's see what you got, Lance Oppenheim, A24. They have such a type with movies now that they can easily be parodied. I've seen a number of those skits, like you're in an A24 movie, and they're spot on. And there's the logo, blazing neon. Come on in. Yeah, brought pizza.
Parents aren't home?
I'm sure.
Oh, that voice.
You should have a seat right there.
Oh, there's the famous.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline.
Wow.
And we're doing a story on adults who try to meet teens online.
He's really got the voice. Man.
I don't really like your show, but America loves
This looks really...
To Catch a Predator.
Yeah, this movie's gonna make a name for this guy if he... outside of the festivals.
My name is Dan Plum.
Do you know what you're auditioning?
Super stylized.
So you want to play
This looks...
10-year-old?
Is there time for a rehearsal?
We're gonna shoot the rehearsal.
Come in.
Predator has never earned the recognition it deserves.
And this is a movie about To Catch a Predator.
More bottom feeders. I want a whale.
This is about a cable network show.
Maybe what I do.
Not a cable network,
But
sorry.
worse.
Network show. Network television.
This could be our greatest segment yet.
Going to him, we don't do that. They come to us.
I don't understand.
This...
Doing is more than acting. They're cleansed of an ancient evil.
This is way more stylized than it has any right to be for what it is. And that's awesome.
I have no plan.
I have to put him on television.
Anna Faris is in this?
I don't want to be a bad person. Your definition of bad and my definition
Oh my god, dude.
What would have happened
Look at that shot.
here?
Even the title's awesome. Oh my god, man. That's not what I would ever expect a movie. Again, I might have said, I don't know if I'm going to edit it out, a network show, NBC. You know, just something you would be flipping the channels and there it is. It's not supposed to be cinematic or anything. This movie looks nothing like you would expect that to, I don't know. I'm all for it though, because that's awesome. Really, if you think of the subject matter, to make it something like that out of it, that takes a lot, because you have to will that style in there, because it doesn't come natural to the subject matter. So to effectively do that, obviously takes talent and a lot of filmmaking style, and which doesn't rely just on the director, obviously the production design, the cinematographer, all this stuff, but like that alone, it's like, I'm gonna make a movie about a guy, taking a test, and it looks like that. Just like the subject matter is so mundane, although this is like, catching predators. Even the title, To Catch a Predator, is like, that name really stands out. But I mean, like, essentially you're just filming like a house. A guy shows up, he's getting talked to by Chris Hansen, and sit down. Why don't you have a seat? And you make a movie that looks like what we just experienced. It does look like an A24 movie, because again, like I said, they have a certain thing now that you can parody it. But that is a hell of a way to shoot a movie like this, and I'm really looking forward to watching it now because of that alone. It's a good trailer, but like, that looks cinematic as hell, again, based on what the subject matter is. And that takes a lot of effort and skill to do, and planning and all kinds of things. So this might be Lance Oppenheim's, I haven't seen any of his other work, but it's probably going to be his thing, his calling card, his true calling card to the mainstream, to like, this is what I can do. And he's probably made films like that. The Lance Oppenheim fans are like, oh my God, he made so many good, check this film out. You don't even know what you're missing. And that might be true, but like, something that's going to be more in the mainstream sphere, to the wider audience, this film looks like it's going to be it. Now, we'll have to see if there's substance behind the style. But performance-wise, Robert Pattinson looks to be doing a good job. He really got the voice and the mannerism. And I guess you could kind of say there's a similarity, but again, maybe not someone you would first, think of when you're like, oh, Chris Hansen, Robert Pattinson. And again, I do like him as an actor, but I don't like follow his career. I don't know what he's going to be in next. It's just whatever happened to see or is announced and I'm paying attention or whatever. But there are certain actors and filmmakers where I do like, I'm going to see what their next movie is. I want to see their whole schedule, and he's not one. Oppenheim's certainly not one. A24 in general, I don't like research their movies to see what's coming out. All that just to say, like, I came into this blind, and other than Primetime, Chris Hansen, To Catch a Predator, they're making a movie. So I just knew I had to watch it because, like, it's one of those shows completely different, but into the ultimate point I'm trying to make, but like, Gordon Ramsay, Hell's Kitchen, or Kitchen Nightmares, whatever, Bar Rescue, which is, I freaking love Bar Rescue, John Taffer, one of the most entertaining shows you could ever watch, like, just endlessly. That guy is hilarious. The show is hilarious without even trying. Point being, it's To Catch a Predator, was before all those, or maybe not Gordon Ramsay, but it's a show like that where it's just endlessly entertaining. You can, on YouTube search different cases or whatever, and it's funny and entertaining without even trying. Just like, they're not, aside from editing it a certain way, like, he just shows up and starts asking questions like, you did this, you did that, and then their reactions, it entertains with very little, basically. So that show, and like, and I plugged Bar Rescue because I do watch it. It's just, I can't help it. It's like one of the most entertaining shows. There's just something, there's a quality to that. And you can say like that kind of entertainment's mindless and, I don't know, like reality TV in general. But there's something just not comforting, but like, you can just like take a load off and just like, get sucked into that. And I don't know, that was kind of a show like that. And you can, argue about manipulation and different things, but at the end of the day, these people are doing it of their own will, even if they're lured by, a catfish or whatever. And this movie looks like it's kind of going into some of those people, or the main one that, was doing that and how it affected them, which is cool to see, and how maybe they were used and affected by doing that, maybe, being pressured into it or whatever. So that's interesting. But at the end of the day, like, these are people that are acting on these things. Like, just because some, fake kid is saying, hey, come on over here. Like, a normal person's like, no, I'm not, that's not what so they're still acting on it. So, I mean, it was doing a good thing at the end of the day, I think, because that's just a thing, and that was earlier on in the internet. But that's still going on, probably worse, right? Epstein, all these other things, like, that's a different layer because that's like sex trafficking, but that kind of thing is still going on, probably to a higher extent. That was like the small fish, that show. There's like way bigger ones, as we've learned with the Epstein files and all that stuff. All this to being said, I really can't wait to watch that. That was awesome. I can't believe the style in this movie. Someone who can take a movie like this, they can make probably any type of subject entertaining. Like I said, a dude just taking a test, or a woman, whatever you want to say, anyone taking a test, making a cinematic, entertaining movie out of something so simple and mundane. This clearly shows that this filmmaker could do that, probably very effectively, and I can't wait to watch it. All that being said, I do full movie reactions. I have 2 other YouTube channels, all focus on movies. This one is reactions. I also do Off the Couch Talk, which does movie reviews and a live podcast, and then Movies Explored, which I explore movies on a deeper level, like video essay style. And I also have a Patreon where all of that content comes into one place. You can get early access to videos and vote on the next topic I cover or react to, and get full movie watch-alongs where you have your own copy and you watch the movie with me. All that kind of stuff on my Patreon. You can see that on the link below. It's time for me to Off the Couch and Primetime.
I'm Chris Hansen.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.